Hello and welcome back to Unchained Forever. I hope you're well and I do hope that you pray often. In today's episode, I'm going to address a very interesting topic as well, and it's called Why Are People Avoiding God? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload next. Let's dive in. So why are people avoiding God? Because truth to be told, nobody's attracted to God because we cannot see him for once, and we cannot connect in a verbal one-on-one connection. We cannot touch God, so it is understandable why we're not attracted to God. The only thing we know about God is what we were told by other people who have taught us spirituality, religion, and so on. So we got those statements to have an understanding about God. And then we formed, each and any one of us has formed an image of what God is about and how God is like. The very first time you were presented with the idea of God was probably, and most of the time, wrong, because whoever presented God to you were themselves not full believers. Because many times people fall into their own trap of being religious and going to church very often and think they do everything to gain redemption and that they are in good terms with God. So therefore you are presented most of the time with a God that comes together with a set of rules to follow and a set of behaviors to follow in order to be liked, like on the good side of God. And that is absolutely wrong and sad, because God, who has created everything in existence, is now trapped between four walls of religion. And each and every religion and every belief and every spiritual current there is out there claims that they've got it. They've got the truth like nobody else does. They've got it and that's it. And of course, we're talking mostly about Christianity here, but you can expand that to every other major religion as well. Is God truly trapped between four walls of religion? Is that what God is about? Do you have to adhere to a specific belief in order to be in good terms with God? You have to become something like sort of religious to be in good terms with God? Is that what's all about? No, not at all. And this information comes as a relief for me and for many people, that God is not about religion. God cannot be trapped between the walls of religion. And God does not come in a package with rules and guidances, strict guidances to follow in order to be on good terms with Him. It's like a breath of fresh air when you think about it, because to such a God, who's attracted to in the first place? Nobody wants to follow rules, not again. We have plenty of rules to follow. Why would we need more? But the beauty of it is that God is freedom. That's right. God is freedom and God is love. Freedom, not in a sense that you can do whatever you want and still be okay with God, and you can just do whatever passes through your mind and just, whatever sin goes to your mind, that is also a legal sin, and you still be okay with God. No. First, you need to understand that the laws given by God are not laws for you to enslave you as a person, but those are guidances for you to not fall over the cliff. Because you say, if you lie, there are consequences, and a lie, as we all know, will catch up eventually. A small lie will catch up with you later, and you'll pay for whatever you've done. You're gonna pay, good or bad. If you do good, you're gonna find good in your life. If you do bad, you're gonna find bad, if not worse, in your life. That's how it works. The laws of God are actually freedom. Why? Because by following this set of rules, and I'm thinking about the 10 Commandments now, these rules, also all the other rules that you can find in the Bible, are to give you freedom. How so? Well, you cannot be free if you kill, is it? So by not killing, you gain freedom. That's simple. You cannot be free if you pray to false idols. Why? Because the false idols will somehow enslave you. Why? Because those false idols, and by false idols I mean whoever's not God, those false idols do have specific rules to follow, so you are truly enslaved. Nobody gives freedom like God gives freedom. You are not free if you do not. I'm taking commandments randomly now, but for example, I'm thinking about the 4th commandment. Do remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Can you be free if you work 24/7 every day? Are you free or are you enslaved? Why the Sabbath? Because God has blessed a specific day for you to rest in that day. Can you be free and live freely if you commit adultery, for example? Oh, you might think that you can get away for a while, but in reality it will catch up with you. And it will catch up with you big time. Either you get ill or sick by sleeping around, or your partner, your wife, or your husband, whoever it is, might find out, and obviously there is no freedom. if you break this set of rules, there is no freedom. You are a slave, enslaved in your own sins. So when you think about God's laws, it's actually a set of rules for you to follow so you can be free and happy. Of course, there are many other rules throughout the Bible which we can see, which are also giving you peace and happiness and freedom as well. One thing that comes to my mind is the law which says that the 10th part of your profits must go to the poor people. And then, and only then, God will bless the rest of your profits. Because we learn finance and everything from the Bible. Is the most beautiful book in every way throughout the centuries. So whoever has tried to follow this rule will see blessings in their lives, and will see that 90% that's left will actually somehow be more than if you kept 100% of your profits. If you give to the poor, you're gonna be blessed. But if you don't give to the poor and keep it all to yourself, greedy, somehow that 100% will not be even enough for yourself. That's how it works. God's rules are for you to be free and for you to be happy. And so with every other rule from the Bible which is mentioned. So why are people avoiding God? Why are they're not attracted to God? One, because they have been presented with the wrong image of God. It takes self-consciousness and it takes preparation from you to do your own inner work and see what God is about. Because only you can rewrite in your mind what God is about. When you think about God, think of it this way. He is not the powerful, strong, almighty God who wants to suppress humankind and wants to kill it and have it for himself and have it like in the same way that other gods throughout mythology have had people. No, God is not a God that cannot wait for you to sin so he can punish you. No, he's not that God. So when you think about this God which lives, our God who is alive, think of it this way. Before being justice and commandment and rule, he is what? He is love, he is home, he's your very best friend, he's your mother, he's your father, he's your sibling, he's your home, he's everything that you might connect your soul with. He is home. God is home. So whenever you think next about God and want to pray but don't feel like it, want to go to God but not really being drawn to, think of it this way. God is your parent, God is your sibling, God is your very best friend, God is your home, God is your protection, God is your shield, God is your hiding place. This is God. May you all find and discover God in this way, not as a punishing God. Amen. This was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time, be blessed.